The game will be halted until a decision can be made. Decisions of the judges are final. Here we go. Okay, Raymond Twice, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Listen carefully because you've won $1 thus far on WKY Radio's Dimes for Rhymes. You can win up to 6 WKY wonderful Dimes for Rhymes dollars if you can rhyme the following words. The first one for you to rhyme, Raymond, is type. T-Y-P-E.
Tripe.
I say type. T-Y-P-E. What did you say?
Tripe.
Spell it for me.
T-I-R-P-E. T-I-R-P. T-I-R-I-P-E.
Spell it again for me.
T-R-I-P-E.
T-I-R-T-E.
T-R-I-P-E.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that rhymes. Brown. B-R-O-W-N.
Down.
I say brown. You said what?
Down.
Spell that for me.
D-O-W-N.
Down. Wonderful. Tray. T-R-A-Y.
Play.
Okay. High. H-I-G-H. I'm sorry, your 3 seconds are up right there. Raymond will send you a total of $1.30 on WKY Radio's Dimes for Rhymes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Taste. Good taste. Smooth, mellow taste. That's the whole idea of smoking. And taste comes first when you smoke Winston, America's favorite filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Up front in the tobacco end, Winston gives you filter blend. Up front in the tobacco end, the flavor comes from filter blend.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Yes, it's what's up front that counts, and that's where Winston packs its own exclusive filter blend. And filter blend up front of a pure white modern filter is the secret of Winston's famous flavor.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Well, everybody, WKY Oklahoma City at 14 minutes before 6 o'clock, and an item from the WKY bulletin board. Now, tonight in Perry, Oklahoma, attention all you young men between the ages of 17 through 28, you are invited to attend a special program tonight in the Perry Junior High School cafeteria in Perry, Oklahoma. The subject of the program will be my military obligation and I. This is something I'm sure everybody has considered at one time or the other, and it's going to be discussed tonight, my military obligation and I, tonight at 7:30 in Perry, Oklahoma, in Perry Junior High School cafeteria. Now, this program will be presented by Major Milliken, Major Strong, and Sergeant Reed. For further information, you can contact PFC Pat Smith, PFC Larry Voss, PFC Gary Voss, and PFC Benny Couch. That's in Perry, Oklahoma. Be at the Perry Junior High School cafeteria at 7:30. This particular record was brought to WKY by Marty Darren, I believe it is, of 1141 Northwest 52nd in Oklahoma City. Thank you very much, Marty, for bringing us this record and keeping us from playing Frank Sinatra. Anything's better than Sinatra.
Baby, take it easy. Up to the rock.
Yes, everybody, April 2nd, 1962, a day that I know that I'm going to remember for a long, long time. You see, our manager, Lee Allen Smith, ran off with the keys to the music room. He locked all the WKY $1 million music inside the music room, and he left out only Frank Sinatra records. He's a louse. And Lee, I mean, if you happen to be in town, he left Chicago. We know that for a fact. He left Chicago around 2 o'clock this afternoon. He may be in Oklahoma City. We do not know. But, Lee, if you are listening to me, it's 3:30 until 6 o'clock. I hope he can't read lips.
Hartwell's Jewelers, the House of Thrift, 110 North Harvey, and Penn Square at Peyton Market.
All right, it's 46 degrees at WKY. Excuse me just a second, please. What did you say?
I said, does she have any records at all?
Well, we've got a few here. We're playing them, aren't you listening?
I know, but I mean any popular records.
Well, these, you'll have to admit, were popular at one time or another in their day.
Well, yeah, but I mean, did anybody bring in any popular records from today yet?
Well, yeah, we played Cinderella a little while ago. That's on the $1 Million Survey. We got Where Have All the Flowers Gone with the Kingston Trio. We're going to play that in a few minutes as soon as we get the time. And possibly another popular song in the next 6 or 7 hours. Do you have any popular songs you'd like to donate to the collection?
I don't think so, not right now, because I can't get out there, but, could you play Where Have All the Flowers Gone?
Where Have All the Flowers Gone? All right, I'll try and play it here in the next few minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Wait a minute, hold on just a second. In the confusion here, I'm playing the wrong side of this Roy Orbison. The flip side is Running Scared. This is what I want to play now.
Just running scared.
Running Scared, that's Roy Orbison here from WKY in Oklahoma City. You're listening to the Terry McGrew Show. Records on the go till 9.
This is Jack Ogle with the 8 o'clock edition of WKY Radio News, brought to you by Oklahoma City Federal Savings and Loan, the home folks, Harvey at Park Avenue. It's 45 degrees at WKY, 43 degrees at Will Rogers Field at 8 o'clock. We are under fair skies in Oklahoma City with winds southeast at 12 miles per hour. 2 men died today of injuries suffered earlier in Oklahoma traffic mishaps, and a pedestrian was killed in Muskogee. The mounting Oklahoma traffic toll for 1962 stands at 154. That's 5 more than at the same time 1 year ago. The dead are 63-year-old Carl Cohn of Yukon, 49-year-old Edwin Freeman of Heavener, and 84-year-old Hester N. Robbins of Stigler. Cohn, the latest victim, died today of injuries suffered March 24th in an accident at the intersection of U.S. Highway 81 and State Highway 152. Elizabeth Taylor was quoted in Rome tonight as having nothing to say on a New York report that her marriage to singer Eddie Fisher is finished. The New York report said Ms. Taylor had sent for lawyer Louis Nizer because her marriage was all washed up. Ms. Taylor's business manager, Kurt Frings, told Newsman after a long conference today with Eddie Fisher that he had delivered a message to her husband but declined to reveal its contents. Frings denied that the message was word from Ms. Taylor that their marriage had come to an end. Frings said the movie actress talked with Fisher by telephone today, but said it was purely on business. Frings,
For example, man's 23-jewel Bulova watch, a self-winding waterproof watch with expansion bracelet. Bulova price $59.50. Hartwell thrift price $32.50.
Hartwell's Jewelers, the House of Thrift, 110 North Harvey and Penn Square at Peyton Market.
All right, it's 46 degrees at WKY. Excuse me just a second, please. What did you say?
I said, does she have any records at all?
Well, we've got a few here. We're playing them, aren't you listening?
I know, but I mean any popular records.
Well, these, you'll have to admit, were popular at one time or another in their day.
Well, yeah, but I mean, did anybody bring in any popular records from today yet?
Well, yeah, we played Cinderella a little while ago. That's on the $1 Million Survey. We got Where Have All the Flowers Gone with the Kingston Trio. We're going to play that in a few minutes as soon as we get the time. And possibly another popular song in the next 6 or 7 hours. Do you have any popular songs you'd like to donate to the collection?
I don't think so, not right now, because I can't get out there, but, could you play Where Have All the Flowers Gone?
Where Have All the Flowers Gone? All right, I'll try and play it here in the next few minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Wait a minute, hold on just a second. In the confusion here, I'm playing the wrong side of this Roy Orbison. The flip side is Running Scared. This is what I want to play now.
Just running scared.
Run and Scared, that's Roy Orbison here from WKY in Oklahoma City. You're listening to the Terry McGrew Show. Records on the go till 9.
This is Jack Ogle with the 8 o'clock edition of WKY Radio News, brought to you by Oklahoma City Federal Savings and Loan, the home folks, Harvey at Park Avenue. It's 45 degrees at WKY, 43 degrees at Will Rogers Field at 8 o'clock. We are under fair skies in Oklahoma City with winds southeast at 12 miles per hour. 2 men died today of injuries suffered earlier in Oklahoma traffic mishaps, and a pedestrian was killed in Muskogee. The mounting Oklahoma traffic toll for 1962 stands at 154. That's 5 more than at the same time 1 year ago. The dead are 63-year-old Carl Cohn of Yukon, 49-year-old Edwin Freeman of Heavener, and 84-year-old Hester N. Robbins of Stigler. Cohn, the latest victim, died today of injuries suffered March 24th in an accident at the intersection of U.S. Highway 81 and State Highway 152. Elizabeth Taylor was quoted in Rome tonight as having nothing to say on a New York report that her marriage to singer Eddie Fisher is finished. The New York report said Ms. Taylor had sent for lawyer Louis Nizer because her marriage was all washed up. Ms. Taylor's business manager, Kurt Frings, told Newsman after a long conference today with Eddie Fisher that he had delivered a message to her husband but declined to reveal its contents. Frings denied that the message was word from Ms. Taylor that their marriage had come to an end. Frings said the movie actress talked with Fisher by telephone today but said it was purely on business. Frings was in a conference with Fisher for several hours this afternoon at the Hotel Pierre. Secretary of Labor Goldberg announced tonight that efforts to settle the Pacific Maritime strike are being shifted from Washington back to San Francisco. And Goldberg said that, acting with President Kennedy's approval, he has named a special panel to try to help the two sides reach a settlement. More WKY Radio News in 1 minute.
Most successful people would probably agree that good luck is largely a matter of planning. Thanks to planning, these successful people are prepared for opportunity when it comes knocking. When it comes to planning for financial security, Oklahoma City Federal Savings and Loan is helping many families in this area, helping them plan ahead for the things they want and need. Part of that plan includes saving regularly in an account with Oklahoma City Federal. Your money with Oklahoma City Federal is insured for safety up to $10,000 by the Federal Savings and Loan Insurance Corporation, a permanent agency of the United States government. And every account earns at the new higher rate of 4.25% a year. Make sure you'll have the cash to buy the things you want when you want them. Open your savings account with Oklahoma City Federal, Harvey at Park Avenue, now in its 64th year of service to savers. Open Fridays till 6 p.m.
Army units in northern Syria have declared openly their allegiance to the United Arab Republic and in opposition to the new Syrian military regime. The revolt has spread through northern Syria. In Aleppo, the north largest city in that nation, the radio station is calling itself the UAR Broadcasting Station in Aleppo. All indications are that the rebels in the northern area are winning. Northern Syria was the center of resistance last year when Syria broke with the UAR. Elements of the U.S. Sixth Fleet have arrived in Beirut, Lebanon, for a previously arranged visit. Moscow radio said the fleet went to Beirut as part of what is termed a provocative campaign recently started by imperialistic forces against Arab states. Washington says the visit to Beirut was planned before the trouble in Syria. The Navy says there is nothing provocative at all about its visit. Fair skies in Oklahoma City. The relative humidity is 43%. The barometer 30.35 and rising slowly with the wind southeast at 12 miles per hour. Present temperature at WKY is 45 degrees. The 8 o'clock edition of WKY Radio News has been presented by Oklahoma City Federal Savings and Loan, the home folks, Harvey at Park Avenue. Next WKY Radio News, when news happens, and on the banner line at 8:30.
You're now listening to hour number 3 of the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City. I'd like to make that clear because some people are a bit confused.
Good morning, Captain.
Yeah, baby. Hello, Mama.
To you, doing another mule.
Mule Skinner Blues here on the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City. Our time right now is 8 minutes past 8 o'clock, and Howard Clark, one of the other WKY disc jockeys, is
is just about to come into the studio here. I'm going to find out more about this pledge from Central State College. Evidently, I thought it was kind of a joke myself until I saw the guy in here. Well, the blindfold's off now. They untied your hand. Is the ransom over? Did they bring the 100 records?
No, the ransom isn't over by a long ways. I've got about...
Well, what did they do? They kidnapped you?
Well...
What is this pledge business? Explain it. What? It's the Tau Kappa what? Epsilon?
Tau Kappa Epsilon.
Of Central State College. And you're a pledge. And who's this guy? He's one of your senior things or what?
Yes, he is a member. And
he's a member.
He was the one that came up and asked me to help him work on his car. And so
he came up to you and asked you to help him work on his car, and then tied you up and blindfolded you and hauled you down here.
Yes, but I'm not going to help him with his car.
You're not going to help? Well, I don't blame you. Well, what's the bit now? You've got to have 100 records ransomed.
100 records, and then I can go back to college.
And then you can go back to school. Well, what happens if nobody brings out 100 records? You just stay down here with us and drink our coffee.
I hope you have a lot of coffee, yes.
Okay, what's the member's name?
This is Mr. Jim Guthrie.
Mr., yeah. I'd call him Mr. too if I were you. Haven't got any more rope there with you, have you? Good Lord, you're about 8 feet tall. Okay, let's go on with the thing here before I get tied up. Huh?
Yes, I want to make a plea.
All right, go ahead and make a plea, man. This is Don Johnson. Don Johnson, the pledge who was kidnapped. All right, go ahead, Don.
I want to make a plea to not only Central State Campus and all the fraternities and sororities up there, but Thatcher Hall and Murdaugh Hall.
Well, yeah, Murdaugh Hall's the girls' thing. You want them to help you out too, huh?
Oh, especially Murdaugh Hall.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I've been down that road. Go ahead, Daddy, swing.
And this plea isn't just restricted to them. All of Oklahoma City, or the outskirts of Oklahoma City.
Well, now, let's once again explain. They have got to bring 100 records out here for your ransom. And they can't, one person just bring 100. One person must bring one record. Or 99 people must bring 99 different records. Is that right?
This is
Mr. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go on with the show, and we'll talk to you once again, John, in a few minutes. There are two ways Americans can buy insurance on their cars, homes, and businesses. One way is through independent insurance agents. The other is directly from insurance companies. The first way, buying insurance through an independent agent, is the time-tested, established way. Insure your car, home, and business with a member of the Oklahoma City Association of Insurance Agents because an independent agent will serve you first. Now, the Oklahoma City Association of Insurance Agents invites you to listen to the following message presented in the public interest.
Safety Profile. The sounds of the city and its people. A safety feature of the mighty 93.
And now, Lieutenant Perdue of the Oklahoma City Police Department.
We're standing now in the intersection of Portland and the Northwest Expressway. We've had 21 accidents at this location. And the causes of the question of right-of-way, now this is brought about by the width of the Northwest Expressway. There's a misjudgment of speed. Some people driving across the expressway in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, they're disregarding and misjudging the speed of those on the expressway of 50 miles per hour.
This has been Safety Profile. The information you have just heard was presented in the public interest by WKY. Here's one of the big records on the $1 Million Survey. Where have all the flowers gone? The Kingston Trio. Thank goodness for a hit.
Where have all the flowers gone?
It's on to go till 9 o'clock. It's 46 degrees outside.
Right. Naturally, you look for comfort. And comfort comes first in quality footwear from Kinney. Handsome, supple leathers and other fine materials. Kinney shoes are made by expert craftsmen. Built-in quality features make Kinney shoes the most comfortable shoes you've ever put on your feet. They have that extra fashion flair, too. Shoes designed to flatter and complement the entire ensemble. At Kinney for shoes.
Yes, and your new Kinney Suburban Shoe Centers are located on the corner of 55th and Southwestern on Northwest 23rd Street, just west of Portland, 404 West Main. And your new Kinney Shoe Store in Penn Square, 16 and a half past 8 o'clock at WKY. And Howard Clark has just informed me of the ruckus downstairs. There was not a fight. Okay. I don't want to cause any trouble over this, but some of the other pledges, colleagues from Teak Fraternity at CSC found out that one of their colleagues was kidnapped and are rather upset about it, and they're downstairs talking it over, and they found out one of the senior members of the fraternity is down there, and they're not talking as loud as they started out to. Well, I don't want to get mixed up with that business because I've got my own problems tonight. I'm telling you, 17 minutes past 8 o'clock at WKY. It's 45 degrees in Oklahoma City. All right, fine. Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir, you think. Blast off to Doc and Pontiac and see why the race for space means a better deal for you on a 62 Pontiac. Doc and Pontiac, over the bridge at 2205 South Robinson. Now let's play the St. Joseph Aspirin commercial at the right speed and hope we don't get fired again.
What's the matter, Betty? You're not yourself today.
Oh, I've got an awful headache, Carol. Feel a little tense and feverish, too.
Oh, well, here's something that'll help you.
It's not one of those strong combination products, is it, Carol?
No, indeed. This is pure St. Joseph Aspirin. You better take some right away.
St. Joseph Aspirin has that triple aid action doctors recommend for pain, fever, headachy tension. 1, St. Joseph Aspirin relieves pain with the single most trusted pain reliever known to medicine. 2, it speeds the most dependable fever-reducing help. And 3, it eases away headachy tension and relieves pain-tightened nerves so you feel better fast. Yes, with St. Joseph Aspirin, you get the all-over relief you need. So get the best for less. Get St. Joseph Aspirin. It has that triple aid action doctors recommend. And it saves you money.
All right, thank you very much there. It's 19 minutes past 8 o'clock, and here is a record handed me by Howard Clark, brought up from the downstairs lobby. Kenny Crother of 1110 and a half Northwest 97th has donated this one to the Chaos tonight, and it's worn, the label that is so badly that I can't tell exactly who it's by or what the name of it is, but if Howard brought it up, then I guess I'll play it. I have no idea what it's... Oh, not another one of these.
Man, what a cool pad. You fool you. You stupid fool you. You are laughing, you fool.
Oh, Howard, why?
Like this one.
Oh, Howard, goodness. Well, that record was brought to me by Howard Clark. I don't know who it's by, and I don't really care to know. It's over. I'm thankful for that. 8:22 is the time at WKY. You're listening to the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City, and we're set to do Rhymes for Dimes in a few minutes, so hang tight. Well, is Giselle McKenzie go?
When the values go up,
There's Easter,
and the prices go down,
you say for Easter.
Robert Hall this season will show you the reason. Low overhead, low overhead.
A good way to start a good day is with a good breakfast. Our breakfast high in proteins will help you escape mid-morning fatigue, help you avoid overeating at lunch and dinner.
Eggs and milk, both rich in protein value, can be served in so many ways to vary the menu and tease the appetite. Surprise your family in the morning by waking them up to the tantalizing aroma of eggs and bacon frying in the pan. Serve eggs poached or on toast. Serve them baked or scrambled. But however you serve them, you want fresh eggs. Eggs with clear, firm, high-standing yolks and whites. You want Gold Spot eggs. Farm fresh and grade A all the way. The Gold Spot label is your guarantee of freshness, genuine good quality, and superior taste appeal. Buy with confidence. Buy Gold Spot eggs. Quality control from the farm to your store or to your door.
All right, get the WKY News habit and get the news. In Oklahoma City, you're listening to the Mighty 93, the Terry McGrew Show. Records on the go until 9 o'clock, at which time Ronnie K takes over. I guess, if somebody can locate him. It's 45 degrees right now, and we've just been handed another old 78, and it's on one of those old purple capital labels. Let me see what it is here. Stan Freeberg. St. George and the Dragonette on one side and Little Blue Riding Hood on the other. From Bob Leake, it says here. All right, Bob, we're going to play your record, man. We're going to flip a coin and find out which side. But in the meantime...
A good way to start a good day is...
Oh, Dale, go home. It's contest time on WKY. Get set to call WKY for Rhymes for Dimes. If you're first to call from the exchange called on WKY, you automatically win $1. Then you play Rhymes for Dimes. The KY DJ will call out a word. You rhyme it for a dime. You can win up to $5. It's fun for all. WKY's Rhymes for Dimes. Now, this hour's phone exchange. This hour's telephone exchange on the chaotic Terry McGrew Show is mutual, mutual, mutual. Wonderful.
The legend you are about to hear is true. Only the needle should be changed to protect the record.
You're listening to the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City. Our time right now, Groovy, is 28 past 8 o'clock. Hello there, Paul Stowe.
Paul, are you with me?
Yep. Okay, hang on, man. We'll be talking with Paul Stowe and set to play Rhymes for Dimes in 30 seconds.
I'm looking for value.
Yeah.
I'm looking for quality.
I'm looking for reliability.
You're looking for HTP.
What's HTP?
Hartwell's Thrift Price, the lowest discount price in Oklahoma. For example, wake up to music with a beautiful Admiral clock radio. Manufacturer's price $29.95. Hartwell Thrift Price $13.77.
Hartwell's Jewelers, the House of Thrift, 110 North Harvey and Penn Square at Peyton Market.
Okay, 110 Penn Square in Peyton Market. On the telephone is Paul Stowe of 3010 Southwest 18th. And yes, Jack, I'll play another record, man. Go ahead and get your news ready, and I'll cover for you, Jack. I'll cover for you. Okay. Hey, Paul, are you there?
Yep.
Okay. Are you set to play Rhymes for Dimes?
Yep.
Hang on. Here we go, man. This is Rhymes for Dimes. The DJ will call a word. You'll have 3 seconds in which to give a word that rhymes. Example, fat. You could say cat. For each word you rhyme, you'll receive a dime in addition to the $1 you've already won. Proper nouns and names will not be permitted, and all words used must appear in Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary. In case you use a word the disc jockey thinks is illegal, the game will be halted until a decision can be made. Decisions of the judges are final. Here we go! All right, Paul Stowe from 3010 Southwest 18th is on the... hold it.
Bulletin!
This late word from WKY Radio News. Elizabeth Taylor and singer Eddie Fisher have mutually agreed to end their 3-year marriage. An attorney in New York City made the announcement tonight. I'll have details on the banner line in a few moments.
News of the world. National and local news every hour on WKY.
Okay, back to the telephone conversation with Paul Stowe. You with me still, Paul?
Yeah.
All right, listen carefully, man. You about ready, aren't you? Mm-hmm. I imagine so. You've been ready for half an hour. So have I. Here is your first word. Listen very carefully. S-T-O-P, stop.
Pop.
All right. Warm.
Torn.
Duke.
What?
Duke. D-U-K-E.
Puke.
Goodness, okay. Surge.
Turd.
Bell.
Tail.
Skinny.
Skinny.
Pearl.
Pearl.
What'd you say?
Pearl.
Spell that for me.
T-E-A-R-L.
T-E-A-R-L.
Because we're not sure that's the word. In the interest of fair play to all, our judge, Professor E. Emeritus, will now consult Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary. We'll be back in a moment. Our professor here, by the name of Jack Ogle, tonight has found what, Jack?
Well, I haven't found any turl, I'll tell you that for sure. We have tear, tearful, tear gas, and then T-rose, tear sheet, and tease.
But no turl. All right. Paul, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, you've given me 6 correct rhymes, so that means you're $1.60 richer for playing Rhymes for Dimes on WKY. Congratulations. Our thanks to Connie Manley for that one. WKY record classic brought up to the radio studio here by Russell Pearson just a moment ago, Chuck Willis. And that's what am I living for? It's Connie Manley's record. Connie, thank you for that one. That's one of my favorites too, dear. It's 26 minutes before 9 o'clock here on the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City. All right, Jack, I've covered for you long enough. It's time for the banner line.
From Action Central News, the 834 banner line brought to you by Pioneer Mortgage. Jack Ogle reporting. Actress Elizabeth Taylor and her 4th husband, singer Eddie Fisher, have agreed to separate and seek a divorce. This was announced in New York tonight by a spokesman for the couple's lawyer, Louis Nizer, after weeks of rumors and denials. Miss Taylor is making a movie in Rome and has been much in the company of her co-star Richard Burton. Fisher arrived in New York last week and spent several days in a hospital for what his manager said was a much-needed rest. The statement from Nizer tonight came after Miss Taylor had conferred with the lawyer by telephone from Rome. It said Elizabeth and Eddie Fisher announced that they have mutually agreed to part. Divorce proceedings will be instituted soon. Nizer's office indicated there would be no amplification of that statement tonight. The weather in 1.
According to National Underwriter, only 3 out of 10 men in top income brackets can quit work at age 65.
It's a fact. Only 3 out of 10 men who earn $10,000 or more a year can afford to stop working when they reach 65.
Will you retire, or will you have to compete with younger men to pay rent and buy food?
Plan now for your independence. Invest in 8% registered debentures issued by Pioneer Mortgage and Investment Company.
Check the facts, then invest with Pioneer, an Oklahoma institution with 4 offices serving metropolitan Oklahoma City.
Pioneer's 8% debentures are sold by prospectus only to legal residents of Oklahoma by Pioneer Mortgage and Investment Company, 527 Hightower Building, Central 5, 5479.
Put your dollars to work now for your independence.
Invest in 8% registered debentures issued by Pioneer Mortgage and Investment Company.
For information and a copy of the prospectus, telephone Central 5, 5479 or write to Pioneer in care of WKY Radio.
Fair skies in Oklahoma City. The relative humidity is 43% with the barometer 30.36 and rising. The wind is southeast at 12 miles per hour. Present temperature at Pioneer Mortgage, 45 degrees.
Round, 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 every corner, down, 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 every side street, all around, everyone you know. They love to listen to the Terry McGrew Show.
Here's Giselle McKenzie.
When the values go up, up, up,
This Easter,
and the prices go down, down, down,
you say for Easter.
Robert Hall this season will show you the reason. Low overhead,
Low overhead.
Yes, when you buy boys' clothes at Robert Hall, you get free alterations. Robert Hall will also alter his clothes as he grows at no charge for low prices, plus better quality. See the new slim trim styles for spring. Boys' suits, the big collection of lightweight sport coats, jackets, and slacks. Shop the complete department for boys and students' clothes. Save more, get more at Robert Hall. 22.5 before 9 o'clock. Oh, I've still got more of it. See the Robert Hall Spring Fashions and Look magazine. They're advertised on pages 16 and 17. See them at your Robert Hall Clothing Center, open every night till 9:30. It's 45 degrees at WKY in Oklahoma City. And, of course, by now you're all wondering what all this mess is about. I really don't understand it myself. Danny Williams was handed a directive from the department head of WKY Radio, Lee Allen Smith, who has since journeyed to Chicago, and nobody knows just exactly where he's staying up there. He's checked out in one hotel already, and it says no one is authorized to play any records other than the ones. That's what it boils down to. Nobody is authorized to play any records here at WKY other than the ones already available on Lee Allen's desk. And his favorite artist was Frank Sinatra, and there were about 18 albums. No, there were 16, as a matter of fact. Frank Sinatra albums on Lee Allen's desk this morning, and consequently all Danny could play was Lee Allen's directed music there, because our music director and in charge of the record library, Alan Clark, was nowhere to be found. With the key to both of the music library doors, he since disappeared. I don't know what it's about. At first I thought it was an April Fool's thing, but that was yesterday. You know, if they were going to do something then, why didn't they do it on April Fool's Day? Now I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, it's 21 minutes till 9 o'clock, and we're still playing records from the Riff Raff section. We're having listeners bring out their favorite record. We can only accept one record from each person, as we're afraid that we'll lose the other records should you bring more than one. Here's one from the Everly Brothers, Bebop-A-Loo, and this is the old Gene Vincent thing done by the Everly Two.
Well, Bebop-A-Loo loves you, my baby. Bebop-A-Loo loves
18 minutes away from news time. At 9 o'clock is our time now on the Terry McGrew Show from WKY in Oklahoma City. You're listening to, frankly, I don't know what you're listening to.
Hey, officer, where's a good place around here to eat?
Well, if you really want something good, go right up the street there to Holly's Drive-In. Sure, and get one of their big bacon burgers, some crinkle-cut French fries, and...
By golly, that was good. I'll have to remember this place, Holly's Drive-In, home of the Big Bacon Burger.
Next time you're looking for something good to eat, stop by Holly's Drive-In. Have one of those famous bacon burgers or one of Holly's tender, juicy steak sandwiches. And for a really satisfying lunch or dinner, get yourself a side order of Holly's crinkle-cut French fries or a basket full of specially cooked onion rings and your favorite beverage. Good, you bet it is. It's a treat you and your family and friends will enjoy often. And you get quick service at Holly's. The menu is right at the side of your car. That's Holly's Drive-In, where they always endeavor to maintain the highest standards of quality and service. Conveniently located at Sheridan and Western.
And if I don't find the key to it, why, pretty soon, Ronnie's going to have to start playing records, from the audience like I'm doing. Why? How soon did you discover that there's a mix-up on WKY?
Because, Carol, they play,
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, fine. Thank you very much for the call. In Oklahoma City, you're listening to WKY, 17 minutes till 9 o'clock, and it's 45 degrees outside. Well,
having devoured other radio personalities, the KY DJs, those tigers of radio, are turning on television. You can see this contest in the Lincoln Lanes Arena next Saturday at 2 p.m. during the Tournament of Stars bowling event. Stars of local television will be sacrificed to the KY DJs. This demonstration of bowling inability is Saturday at 2 p.m. at Lincoln Lanes between the semifinals and finals of the big tournament. Fraternity will win $100 given in the winning team's name. Pity. Television needs people.
Bigger and brighter sounds 24 hours a day. WKY in Oklahoma City. It's 45 degrees on the Terry McGrew Show. Waylon Willie, Jackie Wilson. Golly, I'm glad somebody brought this one out of here. To be loved.
Someone to share. Someone to
Johnny Mathis and Little Marvelous music from the old circus trunk tonight. Solid gold record called Someone Really Digs You. It's 11 minutes past 7 o'clock.
7-Up is all action.
No matter what the time or place, just keep up with that happy pace. Get real action, 7-Up, your thirst away.
Any thirst you can get, 7-Up can quench quickly, completely. It restarts the natural moisture in your mouth. 7-Up is all action.
Get real action, 7-Up, 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 your thirst away.
I understand we got a lot of people out there that are interested in what the disc jockey is going to be doing tonight. This will pretty well give you the story right here. Let's check it.
Maud, tonight, Terry McGrew presents the Teen Kings in the Maud American Legionette Saturday night from 9 till 12.
Weatherford, tonight, Howard Clark returns to the Weatherford Community Building with Jimmy Boyer and the Coachman, sponsored by the Explorers Couch from 9 till 12.
What time good? Tonight, Ronnie K. presents Jan Lawham before Jacksonville from 9 till 12 in Watauga City Hall, sponsored by Boy Scouts Troop 183.
Clinton, tonight, Dale Weaver presents the Charades at Clinton's American Legion Building from 8:30 until 11:30.
Edmund, Monday night, Dale Weaver, Jim Edgar, and the Roadrunners are back in Edmund's Community Building from 8 till 11.
Oklahoma City, Tuesday, Don Willis returns from Checkmate with another big Bermuda shortstop from 8:30 to 11:30 with Jim Edgar and the Roadrunners.
Ding, ding, ding. Get him out of here. Get him out. That's enough. Thank you, man. Bye. Oh, wait. Get him out. Shut the door, somebody.
Shut the door on the pimple problem with Stridex medicated pads. Stridex fights pimples by starving the life out of them. Cover up acne aids, leave the causes of pimples right on your face. Stridex wipes them away, starves the life out of pimples. Wipe a cool Stridex pad over your face. You're wiping off excess oil, grime, infectious bacteria, the three things pimples feed on. And you're wiping on powerful medication that starts killing pimples fast. Keeps on working for hours to help prevent new pimples. So easy. Wipe off, wipe on, throw the pad away, and you're starving the life out of pimples. Clinical tests show Stridex is clearly more effective than the leading cover-up cream. That's why Stridex is guaranteed to work or your money back. So, shut the door on the pimple problem with Stridex medicated pads.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, Christine, for dropping by. Tell me, Mama. 38 this week. Let's wind it up big. Oh, I like that. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good time. It's weather checking time from the Ronnie K. Show.
WKY weatherman, what's it gonna be? WKY weatherman, what's it gonna be?
Partly cloudy, warm, and windy. Tonight through Sunday is about all it's going to do. Chance of thunder showers low Sunday evening, low tonight 68. Tomorrow's high 88. Tomorrow night 65 degrees. That's actually the weather forecast. Here is the word at the moment. The humidity 58, pressure 2987, rising, wind southeast at 16 to 28, and the temperature reading still is at 82. 7:17 is the time, 13 away from the 7:30 banner line. It'll be reported by, you know. Yeah, you do, Lee Snow. This is the working girl's friend, Ronnie K. Ronnie K. Here, don't forget that name. Politics, high school baseball, the cost of higher education. Choose your topic and read all about it in tomorrow's big, colorful Sunday Oklahoman. Parents and coaches will look first to the sports section because you will learn the names of all 28 players who made the All-State High School baseball team. In the business section, don't miss a special report by Mary Jo Nelson on the cost of higher education. And be sure to clip and keep the election page in tomorrow's Sunday Oklahoman. The election page has important information on each candidate and on question 416. And by the way, look to the women's section for a report on the new Women's Committee of the Mummers. Reserve your copy of the state's biggest newspaper, the Sunday Oklahoma. Telephone Central 23311 or contact the circulation agent in your own hometown. Number 9. I'll hurt. It won't hurt a bit. It's cotton candy. It sounds good. Listen. A fine number 9, all right. Number 9 this week, Al Hurt, Cotton Candy. 720, good time.
Thrill, action,
Sportsmanship,
Phil,
Championship Polo.
Watch one of the world's most exciting sports each and every Sunday at 3 p.m. at the new Polo Field in Norman, Oklahoma.
See Championship Polo as the Oklahoma Broadacres Polo Club meets stiff competition from across the nation.
Admission is $1 for adults, 25 cents for children over 10 years of age.
Time is this Sunday at the new Polo Grounds just east of North Base in Norman.
See famous polo players in Championship Polo.
WKY Radio. Spring temperature 81.
Spend your weekend under the big top with the grand carnival of fun.
From
WKY, Oklahoma City.
Dan Chapman here with the Kansas City A's. We're watching Eddie Lopat, A's manager and former Yankee star pitcher, working out with his son John. Eddie, any tips for our young fans out there?
Sure. Keep practicing, stay in condition, concentrate, and one more thing. Don't let acne, pimples, oily skin, and blackheads keep you from doing your best on or off the field. Get with Tackle, that medicated clear gel. My son will tell you, Tackle really helps clear up his complexion.
Right. Every time I look in the mirror, I say, Dad, we're in Tackle.
Thank you, Eddie, and thank your son there for coming by. It's nice having you on the Ronnie K Show. Would like to add these few lines to what they have said. Tackle is a Colgate product, and I think you know what that means. Long years of a wonderful reputation in the business means that you get the finest product when it comes from Colgate. Tackle. Tackle is a Colgate product and the only medicated clear gel treatment created exclusively for young men. Tackle is a medicated clear gel, invisible when applied, and it goes on like an aftershave lotion, and it feels good, boys. So come on, let's get that Tackle. Team up with Tackle and do it right away. You do have a skin problem, don't you?
Yeah, that's one of my biggest problems.
Well, that's the answer right there. Tackle. Check it out. Tackle. You'll like it. This is our make of the week. It moves later. Listen. Pick it up, gang. Let's go. This is Saturday. We got to swing. Everything is wonderful on Saturday night, and I want to be loved, if you don't mind. 7:22, the good time right now.
Inspiration. I want to be loved.
Talk to him. Give him the word. Make of the week, everybody. What's to be loved from Gene and Dean? That's the new one to watch. 24 minutes after 7 o'clock, the Ronnie K Playtime.
Make plans now to attend the big All-State graduation party at Wedgwood Village Amusement Park, Friday, May 29th. From 6 p.m. to midnight, dance to the music of two of Oklahoma City's top combos. Ride all the rides as many times as you want. Eat as much as you want, all for one low price. $3.75 advance sale, $4.50 at the gate. Don't forget, that's the big All-State graduation party, Friday, May 29th from 6 p.m. to midnight at exotic Wedgwood Village Amusement Park, 4500 Northwest Highway.
Big Top Radio in the city, the Ronnie K Show. More fun than a three-ring circus. Here we go with the tip again. 80 degrees in the breeze from the Ronnie K Show at 7:25 from
WKY, Oklahoma City.
Friends, I'm Jack Skaggs, Democratic candidate for state senator at large, office number 1. Thanks to the many thousands of you who voted for me on May 5th. I won a gratifying first-place victory in that election. I sincerely hope I will again be privileged to have your support on May 26th. As many of you know, I have served as your state representative for the past 6 years. During that time, as a working member of your legislature, I was chairman of the Public Safety Committee. I authored many public safety bills for the improvement of highway safety and for police and fire protection. As a member of the House Appropriation and Budget Committee for 4 years, I personally visited every state institution. My committee report contained many recommendations for sound economic improvements. With legislative experience and sincerity of purpose, I want to be your state senator. Vote for me, Jack Skaggs. Thank you.
On May 26th, vote Jack R. Skaggs, State Senate at Large, Office Number 1. Paid for by the Jack R. Skaggs for Senate Club.
Number 6, Kill Little Children. It's by Billy J. Kramer, 26 after 7 o'clock. What can you do with little children like you around? Number 6 this week from Billy J. Kramer on Radio Wonderful. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock is the KY Good Time. The banner line in 1 minute.
Enjoy the most satisfying sundaes you ever set a spoon to. Delicious Dairy Queen sundaes, topped with the best of the berries, the pick of the pineapples, creamy chocolate, hot fudge, or butterscotch. Live it up with sensational sundaes at your merry Dairy Queen.
When you get in the car and go, it's always coming to our, you know. So let's go to the merry, extraordinary, legendary Queen, Dairy Queen.
Yeah, the old Dairy Queen. Go on by and say hi. 7:30, stand by for the banner line news. Next, we'll be back in just a couple with more fun.
From WKY in Oklahoma City, WKY Action Central News, the 7:30 banner line, Lee Snow reporting. The body of 14-year-old Tommy Breeding of Miami, Oklahoma, has been recovered from the Spring River near Pearland. Oklahoma City police have been called to investigate a reported shooting at 1322 Northeast 10th. Former New Orleans Mayor DeLesseps Morrison, his son, and 5 others have died in the crash of a light plane in Mexico. A record heat wave hit the Northeast today with an afternoon high of 99 at Westover Air Force Base in Massachusetts. Units of the U.S. 7th Fleet are reported in Southeast Asian waters in case help is needed in the anti-communist fighting in Vietnam and Laos. The weather readings in 1.
HFC says never borrow money needlessly, but when you must, be sure to go to folks you trust.
That's household finance. Is there a race going on between your paycheck and all the bills you owe? If there is, and your paycheck is losing, let HFC put you out in front with a bill payer loan. Get cash to pay off the bills you owe. You're in the clear at once, and you can repay HFC conveniently. Millions of folks have used HFC's bill-paying loan service. Why don't you? Borrow confidently from HFC.
Never borrow money needlessly, but when you must, be sure to go to folks you trust.
That's Household Finance.
At Household Finance, you can borrow up to $2,500 and take up to 36 months to repay. Visit the HFC office in Oklahoma City, located at 406 West Main Street.
In Oklahoma City, clear skies, relative humidity 58, the pressure 29.87 and steady. The wind is south at 15, gusting to 29 miles an hour. At 7:30 at WKY, 81 degrees.
From Big Top Radio, here's the WKY number 1 song.
One more time. All right, from the survey, My God, that's number Onesville from Channel 93, Merriwell. It's now 26 minutes before 8 o'clock, the Ronnie K time. That's what it checks in to be. And on the Ronnie K show, there's more in 1964. Yes, there is. On May 23 of 64, it is the K play till 9 o'clock. We have John Dark tonight, beginning at 9:05 on the Johnny Dark Show. He'll be flying in about then.
Flight 368, non-stop jet service to Athens. Now boarding at gate 10. HIS contest winners, all aboard, please.
All right, you guys. Here we go. Zumo! Going to give you the lowdown on how to get yourself a free jet round trip to your favorite European city this summer. You don't believe it? Well, let me put it on you right now. Go to the nearest store featuring HIS Sportswear and pick up an entry blank for the Big Destination Europe contest. There is nothing to buy, and it's easy to win. And while you're there, make sure you give the once-over to the great new sports jackets by HIS. Who else? Sure. You'll find real university styles, with traditional 3-button front, natural shoulders, and flat pockets. You will also find handsome new country sport coats by HIS. This group also has the natural shoulders and 3-button front, but they have the patch pockets, too. Makes no difference what your favorite fabric is, you'll find it at the HIS store, and the prices are just right for you guys on an allowance or a budget. They start at $17.98 to $25, depending on the fabric you choose. Pick up on them and pick up your Destination Europe contest entry blank also at Gray's and Dewey's in Enid.
Here comes the big top sports parade from
Radio WKY, yeah! In the National, it was Chicago 5, Cincinnati 3, Milwaukee 8, St. Louis 4. That's the final. Pittsburgh 9 over San Francisco 2. Going to be some action tonight also, we understand. The New York Mets are going to be at Houston, and they have 2 games on the docket for tonight. That's New York at Houston. Philadelphia at Los Angeles, also a night game tonight, and that's the information from the National League. Over in the American, Cleveland 11, Detroit 9, Los Angeles 9, New York 5, and Boston beat Kansas City 5-4. Oh, here's one more, and this is a lopsided thing indeed. Chicago 14, Washington 2. Golly, Washington must have been asleep or something. Santo and Johnny sleepwalk. Yeah, walking in their sleep again. 21 minutes before 8 o'clock, that's solid gold music. Santo and Johnny from the Ronnie K Show, the working girl's friend.
Hurry, hurry, save money during the final few days of the big spring carnival of values at Downtown Chevrolet. It's a regular shower of Chevys, every model, body style, and extra you could want. Lowest prices, too, and bonus trade-ins, easy terms, no down payment if you qualify. Choose from regular Chevys, Chevy 2s, Corvairs, and Monzas. Hurry, final few days of the big spring carnival of values at Downtown Chevrolet, 604 West Main and 34th at North Main.
You're listening to a tidal wave of entertainment from WKY Radio. 20 and a half minutes before 8 o'clock, we got Lee Snow again tonight at 8. And the up-to-date late news coming up then.
Joining the stag line for extra dry stag beer.
How come?
Stag, wet your whistle wetter, because stag is extra dry.
Stag is extra refreshing.
That's the reason why more and more people are joining the stag line for extra dry stag beer.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Now ain't that just got me? What you say, baby?
No matter what the time or place, let's keep up with that happy pace.
7-Up.
Get real action, 7-Up your thirst away.
Eating time calls for 7-Up. Great with dips. Terrific with dinner. Eat happy with 7-Up.
Get real action, 7-Up.
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 7-Up your thirst away. If you're wondering where the melody went, just hum along and hum along. been filled with fun. From Radio 930 WKY.
We at this moment are completing a call to the Imogene Umber residence at 3912 Northwest 29, Windsor 29936. Secret slogan, that lady that kept saying kill the umpire turned out to be the umpire's wife. The jackpot now totals $133. What a Christmas present that would make, huh? $133 going out to some lucky listener this half hour. They answer with a secret slogan. I don't believe we're going to get an answer at the Imogene Umber residence. We'll allow it to ring one more time, and if no answer, we'll complete a call later.
You can spread it smoother, you can spread it further, spread it thick or thin. It's whipped by Kraft, with Miracle Margarine.
Miracle Margarine gives you lighter texture, more delicate flavor, because it's whipped.
It's whipped by Kraft, with Miracle Margarine.
Take it right from the refrigerator, and Miracle brand margarine spreads smooth and easy on the freshest bread, because it's whipped. Miracle is the original whipped margarine, the most popular whipped margarine, and the only one that comes two ways: regular Miracle or Miracle corn oil margarine. Try it.
It's whipped by Kraft, with Miracle Margarine.
I shall return in 5 minutes with your news next. The brisk bite of fall weather means football and falling leaves and lots of exciting things to do. Watch your appetite really wake up. Now's when most folks enjoy Bond's famous sweet rolls, better by far, because they're baked by Bond. Here are sweet rolls that give you quick energy and make a hit with keen, eager appetites. So look for the name Bond. Bond to be better because they're baked by Bond.
Attention! At WKY in Oklahoma City, it's news time. WKY Radio News tells you more, says it better.
This hour, the news is the service of your friendly Oklahoma Tire and Supply Store.
Thank you. Here's your change. Remember, you always save at your friendly Oklahoma Tire and Supply Stores, your home of better value.
And now with your 11 o'clock edition of news, here is Ross Porter.
A 2-alarm fire at VZ's drugstore at 1400 North Lotta here in Oklahoma City has caused an estimated $50,000 damage. City Fire Inspector John Anderson told WKY Radio News the first alarm was sounded at 2:45 this morning, the second 5 minutes later. Anderson said the northeast corner of the building suffered the most damage, but he added the heat and smoke was the reason the estimate was so high. Anderson said state health laws will probably make it impossible for the goods in the store to be sold. Former Vice President Richard Nixon mixed quips and criticism in a breakfast speech in Tulsa this morning, boosting the GOP ticket. Nixon called for the election of a new team in the White House and the State Department to deal with the new leaders in Russia. He said failure to stand firm against communism led the U.S. into World War II and the Korean conflict. Nixon kept the Tulsa crowd cheering with his attacks on President Johnson's administration and drew laughs with several quips. Nixon said the White House has new nicknames for Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Hubert Humphrey and Henry Ford, who is supporting Johnson and Humphrey. Nixon said Ford will be known as Thunderbird and Humphrey as Mockingbird. Nixon got another laugh when he referred to the Johnson administration as government of the birds, by the birds, and for the birds. Interior Secretary Stuart Udall set up his one-man, one-day truth squad this morning right behind Nixon and predicted a big gain for Democrats in congressional races. Udall held a news conference in Tulsa immediately after Nixon spoke on behalf of the Republican ticket. Udall said, "I watched Mr. Nixon on television, and I think he was very effective, but more for himself than the candidates." Republican U.S. Senate candidate Bud Wilkinson has been endorsed by the Americans for Constitutional Action. A Wilkinson press aide released the information today and said the ACA is a Washington-based nonpartisan political action organization pledged to support and preserve the U.S. Constitution. LaDonna Harris, wife of Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Fred Harris, entered Midwest City Memorial Hospital last night for treatment of acute bronchitis and pneumonitis. According to Harris's secretary, Charles Cooper, Mrs. Harris's campaign schedule for today and tomorrow has been canceled, but she hopes to be released from the hospital in time to ride with her husband and Linda Bird Johnson, daughter of the president, in the OSU homecoming parade Saturday at Stillwater.
big savings in car supplies for the home and outdoor goods you prize. Shop today and save at Otasco.
It beats, it shakes, it sweeps. Yes, the new Eureka Upright Vacuum Cleaner from Otasco beats, shakes, sweeps, combs, and suction cleans. Gets out dirt quietly and quickly with 5-way cleaning action.
Power-driven distribulator, combs and fluffs, crush nap. Picks up limp, hair, threads.
The Eureka Upright Cleaner. Just $44.88 on low, easy terms this week at your friendly Otasco store.
Thank you. Here's your change.
Remember, you always stay at Otasco, Oklahoma Tire and Supply.
A nuclear bomb 1/4 as powerful as the one that hit Hiroshima has been set off 2,700 feet beneath the surface of the Earth near Baxterville, Mississippi. This is the first underground nuclear test east of the Mississippi. UN Secretary General U Thant has suggested that Nikita Khrushchev be permitted to make a public statement on the situation leading to his ouster. French writer Jean-Paul Sartre says he won't accept the Nobel Prize for Literature just awarded him, and he doesn't want the $52,500 that goes with it. Private funeral services are being held in New York this afternoon for former President Hoover, and all 4 major political candidates are attending. However, the only 2 other living presidents, Harry Truman and Dwight Eisenhower, will not be able to attend. Eisenhower because of laryngitis, Truman because of a fall he suffered in his home 2 weeks ago. A U.S. Army Special Services officer is reported to have been captured by the Viet Cong in South Vietnam after a river battle. On Wall Street, Dow Jones Industrials are down today 1.78. It looks as though the Russians still may take home the most medals from Tokyo, even though the American Olympic team had appeared virtually invincible a few days ago. Russia picked up 13 more medals today and now has a total of 77. The U.S. has 88. But in the last 2 days, the final contests are mostly Russian specialties. In Oklahoma City this morning, we have clear skies, 74 degrees at Will Rogers World Airport. It's 78 at WKY. The forecast high this afternoon is 85. Tonight's low in the city will be 40, and tomorrow's high is 68. The winds will switch from the south and be from the north beginning late this afternoon. That's WKY Radio News up to the minute. Brought to you by your friendly Otasco store. This is Ross Porter.
From outer space, headline news from every place. Here is first and here is best on WKY News.
That's Bobby Darin, raring to go.
Got me thinking about the things we used to do.
This is part 3 officially of the K-Play.
Staring at the lonely avenue.
I know it, Bobby. 9 minutes after 11 o'clock in Oklahoma City. This is Super K till 12 on the big station, WKY.
You know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm rust. When I get on the sink, tub or tile, I'm impossible to get off.
But I'm a deep, dirty, stubborn stain. Ain't nothing can get rid of me either.
Yeah, that's how it was in the good old days.
We used to be impossible.
Then she got wise to Zud.
And got rid of us just like that.
Like this, actually. ZUD, cleaning the impossible is as easy as Zud. Zud's a special purpose cleaner that cleans up after the other cleaners quit and go home. Zud removes the terrible rust and stubborn stains no other cleaner can touch, like water stains and rust on tubs and sinks and tile. And don't forget the tarnish and corrosion of aluminum and copper. If it isn't clean after you clean it the usual way, then Zud the rust and stain away. It really works, and the nicest thing is you don't, Mother. Zud has earned the good housekeeping seal of approval, so try Zud, the special purpose cleaner.
Us dirty guys don't have a chance since they invented Zud.
With music and song all day long. This is KY.
Drive safely all the while. Stay alert and stay alive. Drive your best, we'll try to help on WKY.
Do I believe in the hereafter? Of course I believe in the hereafter.
And hereafter, please don't bother me.
Glad when this tunnel's finished.
Me too.
Gentlemen, I'm the devil.
Oh, we dug too deep.
I'm here to say Underwood deviled ham sandwiches make a lively, on-the-job treat.
Right, devil.
Yeah, that's right.
When I grow up to be a man,
Number 18 this week.
will I get the same things that turned me on as a kid?
Louise Harris, aged 65, is pretty much alone in the world and has a bad case of arthritis. Would you get her into a good clinic if you could? See about a visiting nurse in her home, maybe? Do these things. You can, through the money you give to the Greater Oklahoma City's United Appeal. You see, you don't give to the United Appeal. You give to the people the United Appeal helps.
Attention, please. WKY Deluxe Airways now boarding for Nichols Hills, The Village, and Lake Hefner at gate 93.
Hey, Thursday mornings here on WKY.
Oh, I know it, boy.
Oklahoma City, come on, get up. We're on the show with 930.
This is the radio station's type of radio station. At 13 minutes after 11 o'clock, this is Kay on the plate. Congratulations to the letter finder E. We got Pat Patterson out there at 3608 Northwest 22, found the letter E. It was located near Southeast High School. Let me run over some of the clues for those of you who are looking. We'll try to explain it to you. A high school, north, south, east, west. A combination of these will turn out to be the best. Now, the combination was southeast. Okay, here we go. Ancient soldiers used shields. True think? You can win with that clue. Okay, Shields was the clue, and it's on Shields Avenue, as you know. Or is it Boulevard? I'm not sure. Okay, one more clue. The first one, as a matter of fact, for E, was KY clue, not all White Houses or for the presidential. There is one that covers the KY letter that is very confidential. And this will mean something to you guys and gals who go to Southeast, because the letter was hidden under the little White House out there that the policeman sets in to keep from getting wet when it rains. 15 minutes after 11 o'clock right now.
Whatever your family bread needs are, Rainbow's all-purpose sandwich loaf is the answer. Breakfast time, noon time, snack time, any time. This Rainbow all-purpose sandwich loaf is just right. Try it.
15 minutes after 11 on the nose. Sam Cooke, 19.
There's a scandal in the neighborhood. He's a cousin of mine.
I know what you mean, man. Just one big happy family. This is Cousin K at 17 minutes after 11 o'clock on the go from radio until 12 noon from Channel 93.
What's the weather gonna be today? What's the Oklahoma weather gonna be today? Will it be warmer? Will it be cooler? Here's the weatherman round the clock on WKY.
This edition of the weather brought to you by Founders National Bank, the one for your money, located at 56th and North May. They bring you up to date on Oklahoma weather. Temperature this morning at Founders is 78 degrees.
An emergency is an unforeseen situation calling for immediate action.
Oh, you mean like the other day when my wife broke her arm when she fell off Junior's skateboard?
Sure. Like any time you need an emergency fund.
The one for your money is Founders National Bank.
A Founders 500 Prestige checking account in your name gives you a $500 cushion. It means extra dollars to pay those extra bills. Emergency funds for those unexpected medical bills. An instant loan as convenient as your checkbook and at low service charges. It's easy to qualify for this amazing budget booster. Stop by Founders National Bank and see. You're someone special at Founders National Bank.
The one for your money is Founders National Bank.
Founders National Bank, 5613 North May, member of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Here's our weather forecast for Founders this morning. It's calling for fair and warm this afternoon. Partly cloudy and cooler tonight. Fair for Friday. Southeast winds 10 to 20. A high today should be up to 80. A low tonight should be 40. Tomorrow's high only 68. At 19 minutes after 11 o'clock, current conditions from the Radar Weather Eye. Humidity 37. Our pressure 30, 14 steady. Wind southeast 10. Temperature reading from the Ronnie K Show now is 78 fun degrees. Again tomorrow at 11:15. Here, up-to-date Oklahoma weather brought to you by Founders National Bank with drive-in teller windows at 2 convenient locations. Here's our new pick hit by Marvin Gaye and Kim Novak? No, that's Kim Weston. It's a new record from Marvin Gaye and Kim Novak. It's our pick hit of the week, and it's called What Good Am I Without You? 22 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock this morning, 8 minutes away from the banner line.
Blackwell, Friday night, Don Wallace returns to the Blackwell Armory from 9 to 12 for a Tri-City football hop with the Marauders, sponsored by the Blackwell National Guard Armory. Anthony, Saturday night is Anthony, Kansas night for the Don Wallace Hop Caravan with the Centuries from 9 to 12 at Municipal Auditorium, sponsored by the Anthony American Legion. Geary, Saturday night, Howard Clark presents the Raiders in Geary's American Legion from 9 to 12. O'Keene, Saturday night, Ronnie K. presents the Detours in O'Keene's American Legion from 9 to 12, sponsored by the American Legion. Hennessy, Saturday night, Johnny Dark returns to Hennessy's Memorial Hall from 9 to 12 with the Swingin' Nomads.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. 23 minutes after 11 o'clock. This is Super Rated KY. We have a news item coming in. We have sent Don Wallace out to cover it. There seems to be an elephant stranded out on I-35, and we're checking it in. Don, what is an elephant doing on I-35?
About 3 miles an hour. Dial 930 for music, WKY.
The selection is still complete. The values are tremendous. It's the greatest sale of fine home furnishings in Oklahoma. It's Cullamore's famous original warehouse sale at 2 North Indiana. So big, it has to be held right in the warehouse. The huge warehouse is packed with outstanding values. Pieces for every room. Beautiful sofas, chairs, and sofa beds. Bedroom and dining room suites, and open stock groups. Plus roll after roll of fine broadloom carpet. This is Cullamore quality furniture and carpet from the nation's leading factory. This entire fine quality stock is marked for sure clearance during the warehouse sale. You save 20%, 50%, yes, even more on some items. Buy on Cullamore's easy terms, up to 36 months to pay with no down payment. Shop Cullamore's famous warehouse sale now at 2 North Indiana, just 1 block south of Main Street.